Hi, this is Shyann Crow. Thanks for coming back to another pick a card reading. I talk tarot. We have 3 piles today to choose from. The first, second, and third will be in the description box below for timestamps. I look forward to seeing you at your reading. Hi, Group 1. Welcome in or welcome back. I look forward to our reading today. I'm going to go ahead and get right into the shuffle for tarot. Here we go. Anything that pops out is meant to be. Whoop, there it is. Whoa, okay, we have some talkers from the universe. Let's go. Okay. To start us off, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and Justice. Okay, so right off the bat, we have some pretty heavy energy. Woof. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, which for me in this deck specifically talks about needing to see through lies or deception. And it can be that we're either weaving lies into our life to kind of fit a purpose or a perspective. And the King of Wands is coming in to kind of clear that energy and recognize that whatever it may be distinctly coming to you with chaos, frustration, irritation that causes you to want to kind of use some escape mechanisms. This is saying that whenever that arises within your relationship currently, you need to just remember that the King of Wands, this male energy, he's always going to essentially follow your lead. So this kind of energy is one where it's like, if they're coming at you with frustration and you match their frustration, they'll give it back harder. That's the kind of energy that this is, because this is passionate king. This is someone who is very clear with their intention, and no matter what, they want their own justice. Like the center of this so far is that, like, no matter what, it's to come to terms with each other and where you two are at. But with that are certain grievances that within the household, with what you hold dear to you, with what your passions are, what you want to keep safe, whether it's children or a marriage, or kind of something that you two have been working on together that you're trying to fit the focus into. It's saying that if you don't keep your mind straight with what it is that your intentions are, excuse any noises in the background, and we pray for their energies. The Tower says that no matter what, you can actually come back from this situation. The type of relationship you're in is one where it's like, yeah, you're going to hash it out, you're going to have disagreements, you're going to be frustrated and irritated with each other. But what this is saying is that depending on how you bring your light back into the situation is going to be highly what determines where this relationship goes. And I feel like your energy is one of those where it's kind of like, it is what it is, take no shit, give no shit. But at the same time, if you two are behind closed doors and you really need to hash out some information, having a sense of like kindness and love and charity, and knowing that this is a part of you now, this person especially, and to treat them with just as much respect as they're willing to give you, will go a long way with this Tower card. Clarifying the Tower card, we have the King of Pentacles. I don't know if it's on camera, so I'm gonna scoot them up. Sorry, I didn't see that was kind of off kilter there. That's all right. Okay. So the King of Pentacles, yes, we're talking about maturity in the realm of all your materials and finances. So this relationship could be largely that the male is in in support of the household, most significantly when it is in regard to finances, and or it was. So this could be also that things have shifted, because I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles moving into a sort of, there's a more defined destination for this pile now, and it's moved your relationship into a state of kind of stagnantness in certain aspects. Seeing that there's a lack of communication with where you'd like to see the relationship blossom, because we have the Queen of Cups and the Hangman. Yeah, King, Queens. Okay, Four of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely something that is amiss here. There's something that's a bit stagnant in the relationship. Like you may have had some form of altercation that's led you to feel like you don't really have the strength to move on and continue with certain things. And it's trying to tell you that it's not without patience, and to give it the time it needs to communicate clearly what it is that you're expecting in the relationship. Because right now it's seeing that there's a lot of passion, and there's a lot of, you both have very strong ideas of what you want this life and relationship to look like, but you're not communicating enough about it. I have barely any cups on. It's saying you need to come into more of a giving time. Like there's a time to give in this. And so I think what you need to know is to remember where you started, remember the foundations that you've set in place, and what exactly it is that you need for this relationship to find its roots. And yeah, so let's see how this relationship is going to move into the future and how it's going to affect you. So let's start right off the bat with some angels, because I feel that this pile kind of needs a little bit more, like you just need to solidify more of a foundation in what it is that this relationship brings to you and your family, and what that will mean. It says, loved ones in heaven, thank you, loved ones in heaven, for drawing close at all times. Yeah, you're guided in this relationship, and there's always a way for there to be clarity and communication from your ancestors and your angels and the people who cherish and care for you. And know that that's always going to be provided for you. So that's kind of like taking no attitudes and walking away when you need to. It says speak your truth. Exactly. Yeah. You really need to be more clear on your intentions and what you want to see, because right now there's a lack of communication going on, because maybe it's just simply easier, because maybe you have more ideas in your mind than you want to share. Maybe it's a nervous moment for you where you're like, should I continue in this relationship, or should I just walk away? Is it even worth it? And that would be based on your values and what you've put forth when you created this adventure together. And then we have spiritual abundance. Yeah, and remember that no matter what, spiritually you're already abundant. You have everything that you need as is right now. Everything is in divine timing. It's perfectly planned for you. It says, thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. So anything that's taking, gives you a feeling that's being pulled away from you is not serving you. And so it's best to just come out right away with your truth and speak into being exactly what you want to see in the situation, because staying quiet and not being able to fully produce what it is you've got going on in your mind, that's like a mental prison. That's unacceptable, in my opinion, as well as what it feels like these angels are trying to say here. We also have some fairies for you here. It says, lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found. Thanks to the lost and found fairy, sometimes she can help us find things that we need, even that we never even realized that we lost. So this could be about passion too. Like things may have like broken down recently, that things just aren't as flavorful as they used to be, or things have just significantly shifted in your life due to just life experiences, whether they've been good or bad. Um, and the fairies are also saying ask for help. This has been a big message in the last 2 weeks, especially. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance because there's something that has been no longer moving, stagnant. The energy is lost and or has not been able to be cultivated just due to your own lack and limitation mindset, unfortunately. But it's saying that it's not without some form of guidance that you can receive in order to make your situation better in this current state. Let's go ahead with some more angel or oracle here. Okay. Beautiful energies. I think that there is lots to be said for what has been let go of here in this situation and what no longer serves you because you saw through the lies and the irritation that was not leading you to the justice that serves you, and therefore there was a collapsing of energies that either you no longer connect anymore the way that you used to, whether it's intimately or just at all. It's saying that, like, yeah, what was once what seemed to be a marriage or like a sort of really, really strong melding of energies that made you feel strength. Um, the female energy here quickly realized that um, that's not in alignment with her heart. What those the deceptions, the lies, the irritation and frustration that you could feel underlying this person's persona was not worth it for you and not working out, which put you in a state of like, well, I thought that this was going to work out perfectly, and now I'm seeing that there is a lot more pieces to this puzzle, and it's left you feeling like you can't move into the direction that you wanted to in this situation. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and talk about cooperation instead of competition. Yeah. So when you're in a relationship with someone, it should never feel like a competition unless you're like just that simply playful and that's your humor. It's not something to be, you know, yeah. Huh. What's yours is yours. No one can take it from you. There's no need to compete, and there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. Yeah. And so that's just saying essentially what you need right now is you need someone who's going to be able to match you in the way that you see fit for what you're trying to have in your life. But if there is deception and discomfort and irritation that can't be talked about for whatever reason due to insecurities, um, nevertheless, it's saying that obstacles and blocks are lifted and all your good personal work and your positive energy shifts have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude and ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So here's what it is. It is what it is. This, whether you're working in a relationship that's kind of no longer serving you, or one that is stagnant, and or one that has you you have feelings of but has ended, this is saying that now you have the time and space to be able to focus on exactly what it is that fulfills your higher purpose. Like, there was an absolute reason why there were certain shifts that needed to be made in order to get you and your angels to communicate more on what you need in your life to get you to the next best. And or it's not next best if it wasn't meant for you, right? We have quiet retreat, so now it's time to kind of go inward, and it says time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. Yeah. When we don't allow the outer world to create conflict within us and create this sort of like, um, yeah, the words that are coming to me are like when you're feeling like you're lacking creativity, or there are like barriers set in place from outer sources, then it's time to step back, recenter yourself, and focus on what it is that you'd like to produce in the world. And that therein will help you to have more of a focus into what it is that you're actually going to bring to the world. Because no matter what, being here, you're bringing something to the table. And this, the relationships that you have in play are largely to do with it. It sets a tone um, for your outcome. So it says free yourself. So either this pile needs to hear that it's time to go, or that there are some serious communication that needs to be had, and essentially being able to open up about how you're feeling and what you're going through. Because this one just came out, it says this could be the one. Like, it's all in how much energy and opportunity that you see in the relationship. Is it worth working for? This is the questions that you need to ask yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, right? You were always in charge. You were in charge when you decided to be a part of this relationship. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek, okay? Even if that's you, like, even if that you feel that you're the one that's the most romantic or the most perfect one for you right now, that's perfect, because clearly the other energies here are not matching up in coherence. Okay, there is something that is incoherent right now in the relationship, unfortunately. But let's get one more of these and then we'll move into some animal oracle, because I would sincerely like to hear what they have to say. The animals are incredibly intuitive and they always just kind of have the path set out for them. It's time to flirt. Get your foot in the door there. Okay, so here's my thing with this, okay? If the angels are calling you to flirt, it might be because the energy needs to simply shift. In the relationship that you have currently going on, if you're not extending your lighthearted energy to the person that you're with, if you want it to change, you need to be the change, right? You need to be the one who takes a move forward and says, like, this is what I want right now. No BS, like, seriously. And do something that's a bit more lighthearted than what you're normally delivering. And if that energy is matched, it's a really, really good thing. And if not, there's clearly more to talk about. Okay, so let's go ahead and do, oops, we have an immediate one that has come out. Scarab beetle spirit, magic works through you. Okay, we have 52 with blue and red. Opposing energies, like you're probably the complete opposite of each other, either like, physically, or you're also, you have like very differing interests, which can cause a rift in the relationship because you both may want to do different things often, and maybe sometimes too often. So there's a need for delegation there. But nevertheless, you're both magical. You both have really good aspects of you that do also work well together. And then we have the antelope spirit. Life is speeding up with 2, which is red. So intuitively, this tells me that the female character in this relationship is moving faster than the male character at this time and wanting to move way faster than the male aspect. So masculine, feminine, anyone is welcome, but I'm seeing the embodiment. So whether you're embodying whoever in the relationship is embodying the feminine more, wants to push faster and further and deeper than the masculine energy that's coming in as well. Okay. Your job is to stay the course, even if the pace feels dizzying. Yeah, okay. So there's a lot to unpack there. I'm seeing both that, like, there's energy that's just everything is moving more quickly than one aspect than the other. So there's a definite call for balance in this relationship. And it says that, your intuition, sorry, your intentions are moving very, very quickly, and maybe more quickly than the counterpart. And that's okay. But it needs to be said that there's more of a need for a match in energy. Okay. And let's go ahead and see about timing. Like, so if things are moving at warp speed and going so quickly, where can we see a heightened change for you in this relationship? Or what's the attitude that you need to hold for this relationship at this time? Here it is. Yeah, springtime right now. Right now. A fresh yearning for the morning. Yeah. Whatever this is, whatever this move is, you need to make it quick. You need to make it now. It's just simply time. There was a tower moment that's caused you to need to move, and we have feelings. Yeah, your feelings are correct. Your feelings about your current situation are definitely something to move on right now, because if you're feeling irritation, frustration, it's not serving you. It's not going the way that you want it to go right now. I am so sorry, but we also have the attitude of desiring balance. Just like I said, it says that you need to find more of a balance within your relationship currently. And honestly, if you want to keep a relationship, sometimes it needs to be walked away from so that you can both clear your mental clarity, clutter, and find more clarity. Okay. And on talking on balance, let's go ahead and get a card for what you need to be more balanced about. You need to make a change. Yep, you need to move forward with what it is that your feelings are calling and pushing you towards. Oh my goodness. And then you have healing chaos. Yeah, there's been a lot of frustration, irritation, chaos. Wow. Yeah. I thought this energy did feel a bit heavy. Like there was a big fight that happened, or there was something that was super irritating, and y'all need to move forward with it. Yeah, and have time to relax and find your center again. And sometimes the best thing to do when you're in a conflict with a significant other is to simply just say, I don't want to hurt you. I need to walk away right now. This could get worse, and I don't want it to get worse because I do genuinely care for you. And that would be the original context in which you started the relationship. Neither of you wanted to ever hurt each other. There was nothing in your mind even of that realm, right? So before we let it go that far, it's time to shut it down, walk away, and you get to be the one to take control of your life and determine if you're going to walk back in. Okay, and then we have keep going, trust in yourself, you have all that you need. An owl song with spirit, whisper secrets to the moonlight and find strength in stillness. Yeah, exactly. Take a walk, go outside, feel the air, accept what is right now, drop it, go to bed angry. It's fine. Wake up in the morning and decide that that is not going to happen again. You are mature and you are clear enough to know that this life is going to go the way you want it. Okay? And you have the power and you have the options right before you to heal the chaos through your feelings. You know exactly what it is that you want to feel. And if there is a conflict of interest here, I think that it's time to just trust yourself, keep going, keep moving forward, make those changes. Keep going is moving towards this change. Okay? And the owl song is calming and this energy is of the night. So maybe you need to just give yourself a little bit of time in the evenings to decide on what it is that you're trying to cultivate. Work with your own energy and start building something, even if that means that people fall away. That's okay. Okay? But to rock the boat on a situation that is not serving you is pointless, right? So, from here on out, you are in control of your story. You're going to have it out or you're not, and it's just going to be a move into a greater, better version of yourself that you truly want to instill in your life. Thank you for joining me for this reading today. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Hi, Group 2. Welcome in for your reading. So the first message that I got for this deck was that we need to mind our manners. So I don't know if that's been an energy recently within your relationship or the collective that you've been hearing in regards to your relationships, but it's time to have patience and to mind your manners. So let's go ahead here. We have something moving in for you passionately, but not as slow as Pentacle energy. So we have a need to move forward with an opportunity for sure. Yeah, we have the Four of Pentacles. Whatever you have been thinking about would be best for your financial endeavors, that's definitely coming in for you. significantly, and that maybe you need to let go of what you have been feeling like you need to hold on to super tightly so that this Knight of Cups can move forward into your energy, because there is something else here. There is someone else here. Um, hmm. Ooh, this energy is so exciting. Okay, the Five of Pentacles, worrying about what you could lose if you do decide to move forward. Oh, there's a lot of being that I will be doing 5 cards and that the Knight of Cups is right in the center. It's definitely signifying that. Whew, okay. Okay. Yeah. You want to move forward with a new emotional opportunity. You feel that there is something to be said for what wasn't able to be moved forward on. And yeah, that the energy from the female, the feminine energy gave gave you feelings that you felt like you sincerely wanted to hold on to. But the masculine's energy was that he could come in hot and be there, but there was something holding them back. Whether it's the idea, like there's a sort of energy of lacking or having low self esteem or not feeling good enough. And so my readings are always very um, so whoever's listening to this is either going to resonate with the feminine energy more or the masculine energy more. Take that for what you will, whatever you resonate more with, or if you're kind of going through that middle area of both, that's fine too. You just may have more balance in both the masculine and feminine energy, and that's perfectly fine. So, however, this resonates, so we have. Yeah, okay. So, what you want to hear and where you want to move forward in this relationship. Oh, my cards are not in view. I'm sorry. I'm going to make this a little better for you. And that in itself could definitely be part of your reading. Okay. So we have the Ten of Pentacles clarifying the Knight of Wands. So this kind of just tells me that like whatever you've really wanted to move into may just simply be too much at this time. There's far too much passion for what's actually being produced, because we need to keep it real, and there may be children involved. There may be that like you're feeling incredibly abundant about this current situation, although um, like in a way that you want to hold on to it, but it's causing sincere mental disorganization, because there's a lot to unpack here. There's just like super intense amounts of anxiety for what needs to change, and for where this Empress energy is talking about pregnancy and feeling like maybe um, okay. Yeah, okay. So let's talk about that. This is clarification that the female energy really, really wants to keep something sacred and safe and precious and protected, and that is lovely and beautiful. But there is a need for a shift to know that there is protection and safety and kindness and love awaiting you in this situation. It's just moving slower than you would expect it to, because of how much love that you have to give this person. Um, and at the same time, with all that amount of love, you want to keep it clean and protected and safe and loving. And that's why it's kind of like, mind your manners, don't swear around my children. Like, I want somebody who is going to be like really like clean and protective and safe, for my children especially, or what you hold dear to you. Like this could also be, this is so high vibrational that it's like it could be animals, characters, like things that you care about deeply, your environment especially. Uh, yeah, this is literally saying, and if you do not provide me with these things, I am going to drop you like a hat. Um, and it's because you know that you're always going to be there to pick yourself back up. This energy is very, very confident and clear in knowing what they want and knowing what they need to let go of, even if they want to or not, how difficult that's going to be. If you leave me out in the cold, I'm going to show you exactly what it is that we're doing here. And you're needing to remember throughout this intensity, in the relationship, that you must fill your own cup first. You absolutely need to fill your own cup first right now, because I see it all spilling out. Also, you're giving all of your love to this situation, that you may actually feel stuck in it at this point, but you're never stuck. Absolutely not. No, that's not the way that spirit works. You may be learning lessons. You may be still in your situation right now because you need to move through the energies that's going to get you to the next space. I'm still shuffling this damn deck and I'm not using it anymore. So let's go ahead and pull out some fairy oracle instantly. I feel like very called to this pile. Um, Transformation. It says the fairies tell you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. So if someone is considering or has just recently left a situation, to move into something better, know that this has been for you, and it's been a good choice to move into the newness. Even though it's unknown and you feel suddenly left out in the cold, it's not for nothing. With all the energy of the tower, we know that, through the rubble, we pick ourselves up and we walk out feeling potentially distraught, but also like that you have no other choice but to start a new beginning. And that is power. Okay. So the hidden depths of this is something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. And when we expose what's hidden, we can become free. So being able to go within yourself and find the space to decide, that you're just going to be truthful with you, and you're going to say, this is something that has happened to me. Okay, and I just recognized it. This could actually be a past situation, something that has significantly dissolved some forms of security and confidence that you once felt for the relationship that no longer is, at the forefront. So, right, when we lose security and trust and safety in a person, it becomes an idea. It's no longer a current feeling. It's a wanting. It's an idea of a thing. Ooh, sorry, that was loud. Okay. And we need to be honest with ourselves and clear and recognizing, like, is this really what I thought it was? I'm going to step back and just kind of focus on me right now, because all of that seems to be a bit too much. And I have super duper high priorities that I really need to focus on, like children, my career, my phone, my car, my house, what I need to pay for, the things that I hold dear to me, my passions and my hobbies. And I just need to hone in on my own energy right now. Yeah, look at that. I just pulled out solitude. You might have picked through the last reading. You might have picked solitude if you're here right now. It says, think of being alone as meaning that you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quietest times. Yeah, just like me, for example. And if this might resonate with you, like every single morning I take time, um, to meditate. And some of my best, most greatest, most silly, most active, and extravagant ideas, like that I just want to unfold within my life, they come to me out of nowhere. And I'm just like, what even am I going to do today? Like, what is the energy right now? And then the most fabulous ideas just come to me because I've taken that time to just literally close my eyes, go inside, decide on exactly what it is that needs to come to me, that I'm not allowing to come to me with all of these crazy thoughts and all the rumination, all of the ideas of the past that are just an idea now, that are not in your present. We need to stay more present here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull some angel messages, and we're going to see what we have for angel messages because I love fairies and angels and dragons and a lot of it. So I like to speak with them when I do my readings. Trustworthy friends. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love, because it's true. You do know the people that are for you, ride or dies. Absolutely, no matter what. It's in your heart. It's like you know it. It's just like you have the most heightened moments of clarity when you're with these people, when you're with this person or this group, and to remember that that's still there for you, even if you're struggling with a relationship now that might not be exactly how you thought it was going to be based on the foundations that were set before, and what has happened now. It's still there for you, that energy, and it has not been lost. You just need to sometimes find it elsewhere. Okay. And then shine your light, Archangel Uriel. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. Yeah, yeah. And in talking on angels, I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple more. Ooh, these two want to come out really bad. Okay, it says, again, we have let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think that you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of beating yourself up for them. Okay, for what that you didn't know in the past, you need to let go of, because it was set up for you to learn how to be better and to recognize the signs and the red flags and that frustration, and to find your group of people that you love, that you can communicate with and hash it out and vent with, so that you can find more clarity when you go in within yourself and you go and be alone and you try and kind of figure out what exactly it is that you want to create in the world. And also there's something to be talked about for what has been let go of, like like hmm there's irritation here. I'm like feeling like there's a need to do the thing that you don't want to do here. There's like that if I just do it, if I just get it done, I'll just be able to say that I've gotten it done, and then you can move forward with the energy that that produces because you've done the thing that you didn't want to do. Like there's it's like I see a vision of just like kind of like sitting there and knowing, oh shit, I have to get up and do this thing, or like I have to, be more active in my life one way or another, whether it's like working out or changing the trash or this or that and this or that. If the moment comes to you and it's produced in your brain, like it's almost like your subconscious is reminding you they have to get something done, it's definitely calling you to do it. So if you can just get up and do the thing that you know you've been called to do, um, definitely do it, because that will move you more into the vibration in the life that is truly going to serve you best. It says block out distractions. Exactly. If you're like on your phone in those moments when you feel like you need to do the thing that you were just mentally self reminded to do, but you're stuck on something, you need to just drop it for a minute. It'll still be there. If it's something that you like that much that you allow to distract you, then it's still going to be there when you're done doing the important thing. It says your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics. Oh my gosh. And avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. That was that not a match? Was that not synchronicity? That was perfect, and that was exactly what you need to hear. Okay, so that's what I need to hear too. Oh my gosh, we always, kind of forget like how stuck we can let ourselves be, and to just do the thing that's important right now is only going to serve you best, right? It says successful funding. There's also energy here of needing to step away from distractions to work with children, to be able to have more of a clear mindset for something that's like super important to you, whether it's like children or your job or your animals. That is a super significant energy right now. And to not let other silly things distract you from the love that you can cherish and find within the small moments of just being quiet and being together. And if there's anything in finance here for you. It's saying your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. See? Yeah. So these ideas that you're having in your brain that that you really want to get done, this is literally validating you do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. So no matter what, if you have a dream, it's saying in this group to move forward with the opportunity. Um, that's super exciting. And then in relationship we have also um, whoa, stay optimistic about your love life, okay? Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, all right? Yeah. Well, you're super duper focused on your priorities right now. The main thing, whether it's like a baby or it's your animals or something that you really cherish and hold dear, like your passionate projects, like all of that is going to unfold for you in divine timing. Be able to give it the time that it needs, okay? Don't forget about that passion and love that you've shared in the beginning, okay? Because it's still there. You're just not fully focusing on it right now. And that is okay. Okay. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And when I get this card, this means that there needs to be more of a focus on where you want to bring. If you want romance, that's a question you need to ask yourself, and where you can produce it in your day. You need to not time into your life to be able to allow that to come in for you. Okay. But there's also the energy of well, this honey, this ain't my first love. And things get stale sometimes. Well, I'm telling you that it don't have to be that way. Okay. Let's go ahead and talk about attitude and timing for this group. Here we have hiding. Yeah, okay. That's okay. Maybe you're hiding your feelings about something that you want to see happen within the household or within the relationship, because maybe it's just easier than communicating what you want to see, or maybe you feel like the person in this relationship is not doing enough. If you don't say it with kindness, of course, because we value kindness, it gives you, sugar gives you more than salt sometimes. So, and then we have empowering, yeah. One of the most important things in relationships is being able to be each other's best friend and to empower each other and to allow each other to follow the dreams that have been set out before the relationship. And a big part of that is, supporting each other's dream, um, having that intimacy and connection and love and kindness. It takes a really fine friend to allow you to truly and fully and totally embody and be yourself when you're together. And so if you have that right now or did have that in the relationship, that is calling to be cherished in these times right now. Okay. I see that this relationship, there's lots of humor and funniness. There's you both love to laugh together, and you truly have built strong bonds on that type of energy, and that's something to be cultivated right now as well, is to find more silliness and laughter, and go to a comedy show, do something that's going to be both exciting, romantic, and hilarious. That's always going to be the way for this pile. Okay. So, I'm going to do some animals. We need some animals. Yeah. We have to find out. Woo! We have the rabbit spirit that jumped right out. Okay, wait. Okay. We've got little critters in this pile. Y'all must love little critters. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. We have rabbit spirit with now is a lucky time. Tend to the small things and be playful. Yeah, this pile is definitely either newly a mummy or daddy, and this is just calling to continue to do what you're doing and cultivate that fun and that play and be super silly. If you can get a smile or a laugh, you're doing it right, because that is the vibration that you're trying to instill in this sort of relationship, and it's perfect. It's the perfect foundation. I've never had a bad time if someone has been able to make me laugh. Even if I was upset, that's exactly what I needed. Okay? That's so perfect. Now is a lucky time. You are so very lucky. Your portals open to new and bright and vibrant relationships and energy. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. And sandpiper spirit, be playful. That's so good. Okay. All right. And then we have forest oracle. Do, 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 do. Whatever this new thing is in its beginning stages, it's also calling to have for scaffolding, pushing to the next stage when you know that they're ready based on what they're showing you is always going to be wonderful. The fairy harper, find the words to long forgotten songs and dance to the music in your soul. One of the most fun things that I do, you know, with the children in my life is essentially to just have a dance party, just have fun, let loose, be silly, be goofy. That's always going to be the best way. And if this is a relationship that we're talking about, that's also going to be cultivated with the divine feminine and masculine here. It says the storyteller. Stories are medicine, strengthening and renewing. Okay, so make sure you're reading those books. Make sure you're filling your mind with content that, if consumed, is going to be medicine for your mind, and to stay away from things that are going to lower your vibration. Yeah, this pile may just simply love to read, or that's become like a foundation. It's important to note that what you're doing is not for nothing, and truly, in fact, in this pile, it is the most important thing right now. And you're doing everything perfect in divine guidance, and this is for you, not against you. Everything that you feel that is coming up within you that might be sort of resistance, just know that that is a way to kind of blossom and push you out of that. If you're feeling that, that's your call to move out of that energy in any way that you can, whether it's through exercise or taking action or communicating. You've got this. I look forward to the next reading with you. And until then, have a great rest of your day. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome in to the tarot reading that you need to hear right now, all about what you need to hear for the relationship that's been on your mind. I'm going to go ahead right in and shuffle. Sorry, that was loud. I hope you all are doing well. Whoop. Okay, right off the bat, we have the Ace of Pentacles. I have small hands, and this deck is a bit bigger than I'm used to, so I'll like if that resonates. Okay, we also have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so this pile's energy immediately with this. Oh my gosh, wow, look at that. And then we have 5 of Pentacles as well. Oh, okay, so Pentacle energy, you need to know that we are on a very, very physical, sort of like from 0 to 100. This is like coming in hot, hotter than you're even probably prepared for. Because this pile, this energy is like, oh my dear Lord, look at that. Wow. Okay. Is this real right now? I'm shuffling this, and all I'm seeing that there's some like an energy to recognize like where you've had to leave people out in the cold, because you're incredibly abundant and very confident. I like to say that I'm confident, but this energy is very, it's all or nothing. Oh my, I'm just shocked that The only things flipping out right now are pentacles. Okay, this energy is also very, very okay. Money abundant. You're very rich in your ideas and what you want to fulfill in the world. It does say that you very quickly also let go of things that don't serve you. So whatever you feel like is being let out in the cold, you have a really good way of delegating your energy appropriately. There's wow. How amazing is that though? Even the high priestess clarifying the ace of pentacles, it's saying that what has been hidden in for you, it's there's something that's in the beginning stages for you that's going to work out in your favor and lead you into that's which is going to make you most abundant. Okay, either materially or just like within your energy, whether I see a new house, I see something that's in the works being built for you. um and this does signify um the relationship as well. Like whether you're single or in a relationship, there's something that's in the works right now that's going to get you into the best and highest energies for what you want to see happen, what you want to see cultivated. We do also have this one feels like it should be both in reverse and yeah, and there's an exchanging of energies, like needing to like clear out and let go of mental clutter to allow yourself to just let what you want to happen for you in the way that it's going to. It feels like there's a lot of like mental control on where you want to put your money, and it needs to be said that you kind of need to allow it to just be what it is, because right now there is a shift happening. It's either a shift that's happening within your career or within your relationship that's getting you prepared and ready for a new opportunity that you've been thinking about. But we also see that um, oops, that you've been holding too tightly onto something that may not necessarily be yours. And that's okay, because there's something better for you coming in with the Page of Swords here. It's saying that you go between energies often enough because you're so abundant and clear. But it needs to be noted that there is something more for you out there that needs to shift, but you need to be willing to be a part of the shift. And right now, with how exciting everything feels with this new beginning that's coming in, there needs to be a a balance, and there needs to be choices that are being made actually for you right now. Um, and that's okay, because this thing that is in there's like something that is working in your favor that you have an idea about, but you're not quite sure when or how it's going to happen. Just let it happen the way that it's meant to, and it will unfold for you in the appropriate timing. It's saying that you also need to be more adamant about what you want to see at work, okay? Because there's like your energy comes in hot, like, 0 to a hero. Like you just like are on the ball, you go quickly, you move, you make choices, but then there's energy that is not reciprocating how well you have a handle on either your workload or the relationships that you have, unfolding and being that are being fulfilled. um, there's a need for more communication and clarity on what you'd like to see happen with your power in your energy. Like if I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do this for you, I expect you to take care of it, right? Yeah, I would expect you to appreciate it and keep it good, just like keep it good. And then we go through the cycle and it goes and it goes. um but there comes a time too where, like, if you're continuously doing something for this energy, so the masculine and the feminine energies, they're like kind of coming in together, and what is being presented is that, you know you expect to be listened to, so when things don't come out the way that you had planned, it can be incredibly frustrating. So let's go ahead now and clarify with some angel messages about this energy and how it's going to affect you, and what we're going to see for the upcoming energies of this pile. Okay. Yeah, we have honor your beauty, and your beauty can also be simply what you're bringing to the world and what you offer and what you do in your day-to-day in your life. Look at her eyebrows, they're so nice. I love green. It says, thank you, Jophiel, for helping me discover my inner and outer beauty. Yeah, what you truly feel that you're comfortable with, that you feel that makes you beautiful, or what you give to the world. Healthy choices. Thank you, angels, for guiding me for making healthy decisions. Yeah, because it seems like the position that you hold is one of like a high regard, and you have high priorities. And with that being said, you've also had to match that with really healthy choices and changing a lot of things in your life, like whether it's sobriety or changing your diet or increasing your exercise. It says that you are spiritually abundant. That is totally accurate. And you want to know why? Because of all these pentacles here. You are so abundant, and it's like you don't need to think about how abundant you are. You are so creative and magnetizing that this is just the type of energy that you hold no matter what. If things work out for you in this pile, it says, thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance, but not without challenge to get there. Like, I see that there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that people don't consider, like how much that you have to go through to produce this fantasticness. And that is to be cherished, and that is beauty in itself too, like knowing that that is what you do, but you don't complain about it, you don't get in the way of yourself. You just allow it to be what it is, and you respect that the guidance will unfold for you the way it needs to. It says block out distractions, your life purpose and other purposes. Excuse me. Let's start again. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention, so it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know that what these distractions are, and that you have the power and power to responsibly block them out. Okay, so this energy, yeah, you're probably a boss, a manager, someone who taps into higher energies to get shit done. Yeah, that's super cool. These people are like, they're like on top of their game right now. So whatever it is, whatever career change you've recently had, like within the last year, yeah, this is totally for you. And it's really, really good for your energy and where you're going to see yourself in the next year. It is super abundant. Hey, I also see like next year there's going to be like a fantastic vacation that you have the opportunity to go on if you wish to. I would definitely go for it, because you really need some life experiences out of work, because you're the kind of person that puts their all into exactly what they're focused on right now. But there's a real serious call to also kind of release yourself from those people, burdens, irritations, projects, all that. Donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, and other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. And that is something that I believe in too. Like if you donate or you give in any way that is of a positive nature, it definitely comes back to you, because that's just the vibration you're holding. Like, middle candle went out. Yeah. So that's that. Let's go ahead and let's see what we have here for a little more guidance. Oh, I need some water. Drink your water. That might be a sign that you need to drink water. Yeah, going forward. Adventures. Ooh. And solitude. That's interesting. okay? Because we had that pile last week. So you might be coming from solitude. It's saying to move forward with this new adventure, this new endeavor, something that you want to see happen in your future. Like that's exactly what you're working towards, and you can totally have it. You just have to be able to take the steps necessary without anyone else's BS getting in your way and ensure that you give yourself the time to focus in and be clear on exactly what it is that you want to see in the next year. Um, I'm just realizing that these cards are just so big for this frame. I apologize. That's okay though. Oh, it is what it is. Let's go ahead, and that's your energy too. It is what it is. You got to do what you got to do to get what you want, and that's great. That's fantastic. That's what makes you so abundant because you just know. You already know. Okay. You have true love in this pile. This is a romance of a lifetime. So whatever you are completely and totally in love with is definitely meant for you. And you are being called to go on an adventure, to finally take a vacation, go see that thing that you've been really talking about or wanting to see for a really long time. I am going to see Sleep Token, which I'm incredibly excited about, and that is my big thing coming up right now. Yeah, this person's your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Yes, stick with them, whatever this is, or like whatever. If you're single right now, but you feel an intense amount of love for something, keep putting your energy into that and see where it leads you, okay? Because that's like super important. Let's go ahead and get some timing for this pile and this relationship. Good for y'all. Enchantment. You have enchantment. The energy in this relationship, in this pile specifically, is very enchanting, very intense and beautiful, and like you see the magic in things. You like to focus on what you cherish, and that in itself kind of like creates this abundance mindset all around you. Like it kind of will like emanate for you prosperity just in loving the thing. It's super nice. And then we have summer. So something big is going to happen in the summer. So maybe next summer you'll go on this adventure. It says wild energies of midday. Yeah, it's like coming out, being out in the open, being like totally naked to the truth of life and exactly where you're headed. It's super beautiful and playful and kind and loving and sweet, even if it may not come off as that. It's truly gorgeous. So good for you. And I see great, beautiful adventures that are awaiting you. Keep doing your thing, keep doing your work, keep loving that love. Oh, that's so beautiful. I think somebody might be preparing for an engagement as well, or reminiscing on being engaged will always, fulfill that vitality of why you started what you started and what you're doing, and it helps you focus on the why. The griffin, it says be brave and fly above the clouds. Yeah, you might be nervous to go on a plane, or you might be like you've never been on a plane before. That's totally cool, no problem. Or you enjoy it, you enjoy being the griffin, you are brave and you like to fly and you fly often. That's great. It says hedge guardians walk widdershins and seek the land under the hill. I instantly felt Ireland. I would love to go to Ireland, so if that resonates with you, maybe that would be a good option. I'm also Irish, so that would be cool. What do we have? The last thing that we have here today is our animals. So let's go ahead and see what animals would like to speak with you now. We have the lizard spirit, dream the world into being. Yeah. Yep. So whatever it is you have to put all of your energy into on a daily basis, especially during the week, whether it's your career or your priorities, in that, the dog spirit. Yeah. Okay, so dream the world into being. Daydream when you have some time to see what you want your future to look like, because that works. It's called visualization. And if you're dreaming what you want your world to look like, that in itself can be produced into the physical, especially considering this pile is so abundantly pentacle energy, super like earthy and grounded in exactly what it is that you are preparing for the future. With dog spirits is be loyal to what you love. So yeah, the relationship that you're in now, even in relationship with yourself, is super duper, passionate and loving and for you 100%. Loyal as a dog. It's so sweet. Yeah, whatever it is that's your craft too, like you are so super loyal to that energy, and it's just like something that you love to do and never let go of it, because to let go of it would be to be letting go of yourself and no longer loving yourself. And sometimes self-love produces in things outside of us, but that truly is also us. You're creating it, cultivating it, working with it, and that's really important. So that's all I have for you today, Pile 3. I appreciate you being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, have a great one.